mostly on time. We're on time. We're, just give me a second. Hello. All right, here's what happened. We're waiting to be let in to a Schmarbon. Am I public? Live stream. We are public. Delightful. I'm sure members are like, we're sick of you. We're sick of you. We're Arbonne. We're living our best Zoom infiltration life this week. We are gonna turn on ads because there's only 4 of us here. Oh my God. I gotta play the disclaimer.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on a memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
Okay. I'm not turning. I'm out. I'm out of spoons for the sound. Also, the Arbonne lady, we're early. We're early to the. Y'all are gonna have to tell me if she's loud enough. She isn't speaking yet. We might turn a little bit of the lights. You know what? Maybe we'll turn a different purple light on. With pink? No. Pink? Hey Siri, stop. No. Oh, there's green.
Hello, everybody. I'll start
Hey Siri,
at
stop.
7:31. I'll give a minute of grace period before I get started.
Oh my God, we don't want green. We want purple. We're new here. We just did this today. We just got our squirrels in a flying V formation. This is painter's tape. Just ignore it. We're gone. We're scared. Savannah? Oh my God, there's only 9 people here. This person's a public figure, okay? This is Savannah. Savannah Shepler. Allegedly. This is Bone Nation. This person, Kenzie Bone, has 11,000 subscribers. Kenzie is now blocked. Do you know who Kenzie Bone is? I don't know, but 11,000 other people do. And now I do as well. I have an uneven amount of light behind me. I'll turn on a little bit of light. A little bit of light for y'all. She just stopped talking. Am I going to stop talking? Of course not. I'm going to run my mouth. What else am I good at? Squirrel trail. I'll turn a little bit more lights. Kaylee, mute yourself. Look how good I'm being. Just turn a little light on for y'all. Gonna practice for Monations. Never heard of her. Savannah looks like she is not ready to stream right now. Kaylee, mute yourself.
Okay, it's 7:31, and I want to be respectful of everyone's time, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to click the record button, and let's hop to it.
Huh? It's 7:31.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, got
My
it.
name is Savannah. I am super excited to be sharing. Is Arbonne for you, or if Arbonne would be a good fit for you?
It's not.
I have been doing
How's the audio?
Arbonne since November 2023. So about almost a year and a half.
Is
or
the audio
probably a year and
shit?
a half. I don't know. I can't do math. I started Arbonne when I was 2 months postpartum with my first daughter. And I actually just had my second baby, not even 3 weeks ago. So I'm
she's
actually
tired.
running on like a lack of sleep, 3 fizzes today, and just living on a prayer over
Winging
here.
a
So
prayer.
I just am super excited to share
Are you?
how Arbonne has significantly changed my life, and I'm going to do my best to not cry or get emotional because the hormones are hormoning.
Yes.
Because I just I think back to where I was when I started, when I had my daughter, and where I am now. See, it's already starting.
Oh my God.
And I just feel like I'm two completely different people because of Arbonne.
I want to weep too.
And to think that I never thought it would be for me. Products really do change your life. Community really changes your life. And
Cults change your life.
So different. So pull it together, and I'm going to start sharing.
Cults change your life. PowerPoint.
Make sure
PowerPoint.
share my screen here.
Oh my God. PowerPoint.
Okay.
PowerPoint.
Share.
PowerPoint. Because who's in the chat for a PowerPoint?
Can you see this, Lauren or Carrie or Kenzie? Thank you. Okay. So like I said, I've been doing this for about a year and a half. I started this when I was 2 months postpartum with my daughter. And I was in a desperate season of like, whoa, yes, I need to do something different for my family. I need to move different. I need to act different. I was at the time with a previous company for about 5 years.
What?
And if you know me,
huh?
I'm a diehard. I go all in. I played college sports when I was in college, and I just go all in on something. I'm very loyal to people and loyal to things, and I had
loyal to these PNGs.
And for the longest time, I thought Arbonne was just products.
I will make a PowerPoint.
You can't be successful there because it's just products. Like I was doing something that I thought was like life.
When we have enough members, we'll make a PowerPoint emote. Okay.
Was not.
I'm so sad. We just lost some viewers right after the PowerPoint started. My heart is breaking right now.
First grade special ed teacher. I have been teaching for 10 years, and I took the 12 weeks leave thinking with my previous business and my restaurant that I work at on the side, I'll be good. I'll figure it out. Like we'll be good financially. Little did I know that my business was not doing well. And the restaurant that I work at lost their liquor license, and it's a Mexican restaurant. So who wants to go to Mexican without a margarita or some side of drink? People were turning away left and right, and I wasn't getting very many hours. So I was kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place. And my friend Brittany, who I worked at the restaurant with, she left a year before I left the same company.
Brandy
I thought
Lee.
she was absolutely crazy.
I want a word by word.
And
play by play.
I texted her with the tail between my legs, and I said, okay, tell me about Arbonne. And she came over immediately with samples, told me about the comp plan. And once I finally listened to her, when I was opened up the tunnel vision, I was like, okay, say less, let's go, sign me up. So I'm going to share a little bit about what you kind of get with Arbonne. This is going to be a 2-part series. If you like what you hear, the person that invited you to this call will send you the next part, okay? So
are her hands
I'm going to talk about
in color?
Arbonne, our team, what to do, what you get, and then you get the second part, okay?
What is...
our founder, Petter Morg, this is something that I'm super obsessed with, that, we always say that we were doing clean before clean was even cool. Arbonne's been around for 45 years. And so when Brittany came over and told me that,
I wanted to pause
again,
this.
I was not cognizant of that, but realizing that Arbonne was around for so long. Like Arbonne is tried and true. Not only did Petter care about the ingredients. He cared about the people, and he cared about the planet, which is very was very unheard of at the time in 1980. It is kind of like a taboo thing now, but we've been doing this forever, you guys, for 45 years. So I love that Arbonne has stood the test of time, the market trends through so many, trial and tribulations.
I do not know her rank. A delightful. You know what? Bless y'all for sending me this this Zoom infiltration. I cannot express the delight my heart felt to get a DM that said Zoom infiltration, and I was like, does the day end in Y? Of course. And I don't know. I do not know the rank. I can look up the rank. I do not know the rank. It is all I saw was 11,000 subscribers on Instagram. I blocked. I did the auto downloader on Instagram through my other account. Then there was no I don't know, song and dance to get into this Zoom, and I was like, let's go.
So like, not only did like you might need a side income, some sort of income, and obviously the financial part is awesome.
I don't hate this. It's kind of cute.
Poured into is even better. Like last night I was feeding my newborn, had my headphones on, listening to the team call, and I just felt like my cup was overflowing listening to that call. The level of mentorship that we get here is truly elite. Like this team is truly incredible, and something that I didn't know that I needed.
Just because it's been here for a long time.
Some of these ladies have become some of my absolute best friends, and I like cry when I leave them and I see them virtually or when we were at our event. It was actually very sad. I was like, I don't know when the next time I'm going to see you.
It is.
So the mentorship, the friendship, the trainings are truly
What is it?
So we have that every week. We have a weekly team call. We have amazing
appeal to
leadership here
tradition.
where we get monthly emails, templates, graphics, resource, like literally so much stuff. I came from a place where like I had to create everything myself, and that took so much of my time and my brain power. Here, I don't have to do that. And again, as a mom of two under two, I'm spending my time on like those actual income producing activities that whoever invited you to this call will help you do. But just know that like it's so nice, the amount of like graphics that get shared, the email templates. It's so easy. I don't want to say it's easy to be successful here because you obviously need to put in the work. But like if you're not, I would say if you're not successful here, it's like it's not because you had a lack of resources. Let me just say that.
Really?
Brandy Lee, weigh in. Boards app, just full of resources, full of cute little stickers, full of templates, full of resources.
I have no idea.
Like you don't have to know it all to be successful here. Because when I hopped into here, even though I've done network marketing for a long time,
justified.
I was so new to Arbonne, I didn't know what the heck I was talking about. But again, packed and loaded.
This is very like crafty kind of like magazine type of cut and paste. It's empowering women, but they want to empower ambitious women. It's just, I don't know who made this. It's not, I don't hate it. I hate the ABC. Like I don't know who did this, but they were starting to be interesting, but then I don't know what they did.
Team locked and loaded, full of resources that can help you. Okay, which is so nice. So
it's all bullshit.
Moving on. Let me see. Is this going? Oh, I have to click.
Yep.
Okay. So different products that we share. Arbonne has like over 400 products, and I know that could be like, oh my gosh,
I thought this was paint.
Again,
oh my God, I was like, why is this arts and craft? Like, why do they keep having paint on screen? Like, why do they keep? Why does that have dirty paint water on screen? I forgot. This is their green drink. Never mind. I'm plugged in now. I get it.
I want to say sold me on, but sold me on was like, this is stuff you're already using.
The kerning's bullshit.
Like, literally,
the kerning's
I didn't have to
awful.
buy anything extra. I didn't have to like get hooked on something new. I use protein. I use baby shampoo and baby lotion and diaper rash cream, and I use makeup and I use skincare and I drink caffeine. Like Arbonne has all of that. So I started with the daily essential bundle that you see right on the screen, the protein, the greens, and the fizz. I got a sugar cup, and I can't remember what else, like one or two other things. And that's where I started. I didn't spend a ton of money. It wasn't a bunch of upfront costs. Again, these are things that I already was using in my daily life. I just swapped them out for Arbonne. And then when I ran out of something out of my house, like when I finally went through all my baby shower gifts of the baby lotion and the shampoo and all, then I bought Arbonne.
God.
So like that's a huge reason why this business just makes sense. The network to serve people is so
I
freaking
understand now.
large. So
Sorry.
we have nutrition products. We have an amazing skincare line. We have a couple different lines. Literally, there's so much thought and science and ingredients go behind our
Jennifer.
skincare and our makeup. The makeup is chef's freaking kiss, man. I tell you, like, the ingredients top notch, the way your skin glows top notch, and the makeup has skincare benefits in it. So again, clean. That's such a taboo word right now, such a hot topic. Again, Arbonne is staying on top of the trends, always coming out with new stuff, always coming out with the top elite products. Okay.
Dude, the spacing
so you can
between
share
the letters
anything. You can run your
adulterated.
business how you want to run it. You could focus on whatever products you want to focus on, and your mentor will help
Amy,
navigate that for you. But just
science.
know, like, you can run this business how you want to, and your
Maya,
mentor will help do that.
people
or
drink
whoever
that,
might do this
yes.
call, if this is something that you want to do. But I think that's a cool thing is like there's so many different avenues that you can go that you really focus on. But just know, like, my household is an Arbonne household. Like my boyfriend,
Brandy Lee coming in with
my
the deets.
fiance. My fiance uses Arbonne. Again, my daughter uses. I use it on my newborn now.
She's an area
cabinet
manager.
is full of Arbonne, and it's just, again, I replace things over time.
So she's mid.
Again, that's why this business just makes sense.
She's mid.
So
there we go.
Arbonne.com. So we are here to show you what's typical, but what's possible
let me move
here
myself.
will absolutely blow your freaking mind. Okay.
It's not an awful
Again,
PowerPoint.
I was with a different company for 5 years, and I've been here for a year and a half. In November it'll be 2 years, and the
arts and crafts.
Again, typical earnings at Arbonne.com. The success I've seen here is just indescribable, and
still not compliant. Still not a compliant PowerPoint presentation. But what do I know? Also, why are none of the font sizes consistent? I mean, cute PowerPoint, but still not compliant. Do we know why? Because it results not typical. There's no. That's okay. This is still not compliant. Who gives a shit? Only DC.
My mom was it's just so large. Okay. So I'm actually at the area manager level, which is very cool.
How'd you look that up so fast, Brandy Lee?
Because at an area manager level, it's willable. So that means that if, God forbid, something were to happen to me, my kids can, reap the benefits of the business that I have built. And so if that is not lighting a fire under my booty, I don't know what does. And like that is so cool. I don't know. I've never heard of that anywhere else.
Mary Kay.
I think that's very cool.
And
you can clearly see here at the
WFG
consultant level, these are just averages.
Amway.
Okay, so there's people that obviously work this business that don't do anything. This is like a gym membership. Some people sign up and they do absolutely nothing, and that is counted into these averages. And then some people, take advantage of this membership that they bought. Okay. And
you fix
skyrocket with this business. Okay. I hope that you're here. What I'm saying is like, it can be overwhelming seeing people on social media doing this business full time. Like, this is their full time.
I mean, I'm overwhelmed.
They worked freaking hard for this. Okay. I know this personally, and they are where they are because of, the work that
I need to turn her up.
But I'm still in that season of, I'm a full-time special ed teacher. I have kids.
Aww.
I have a lot on my freaking plate right now. I still do the restaurant job here and there. And I still make this business work.
Holy
in
shit,
the pockets
she's
of my
busy.
day. And again, it doesn't feel like extra to me. It's like my daily life. Okay. So you can see the averages there. I can tell you that I've surpassed the averages for the area manager level. The regional vice president level is incredible because that's where you can start earning the Mercedes car bonus. And many people on our team have earned that, have a Mercedes Benz. It's not like, where it's not like people don't actually earn that. People really do earn that. And I've seen multiple of my friends get the car at that level. And then the next level is the national vice president level.
She's earned more than $12,000 a year.
And I would say where I'm at even now is life changing. I know there's just so much more to come. Like, what could an extra $100 a month do for you? $500, $2,000, $5,000 a month. Like, again, I don't want you to think like, oh, it's just extra groceries or my bills. Like, think about your mortgage being covered. Again, see what typical earnings.arbonne.com. But like that.
Think about your mental health. Think about someone haranguing you for every single day of the month. Think about someone saying, "Hey, what about you ordering a few more dollars so that we can maintain our area rank?" Think about a conference so that we don't embarrass ourselves as a team. Think about that too.
Kind of already talked about this, but this kind of shows
Where
you
did this font
that
come from?
we have a way. If you're like, okay, so I started the business, and you can do this affiliate style. Okay, I know that's very popular. A lot of people like to share links, and you can be successful sharing links and building an affiliate, not by not building a team. Okay, but we have a system for you to onboard new consultants. Again, everybody shares links. You guys, do you tell your friend about the restaurant, the sushi you had last night? Did you share a link on Amazon? Like, this is for you then. We do have a way to onboard new consultants. Again, you do not have to know it all to be successful here. We have systems that have been placed by our leaders that literally are so easy to be successful here. Like, you literally just got to follow on the boards app of what to do.
Oh
So
my
we have a
God.
way to onboard new consultants. Like I said, this boards app is an app that you will download, and it's literally locked and loaded with resources. We have the weekly team calls, and then we have the chat for you to ask questions. Again, there's photos in there, there's testimonies, there's so many things in there. Again, you're like, literally, if you're not successful here, you're just not trying.
Lowercase, uppercase,
Let's put it like
lowercase,
that.
uppercase.
And then the last part is, if anything that I said to you or we talked
This
about
is it?
today seemed like a little bit interesting, or like you thought maybe this could be for you, we do have a second part series that will dive a little bit more into the products, and you can see if that would be a good fit. But again, this has drastically changed my life. I'm gonna stop sharing this. Drastically changed my life. I every day I think about, like, what would I be doing right now if I didn't have Arbonne? Like, it has given me hope. It's given me the ability to dream again. It's given me flexibility for my family. And again, it's not
I feel
anything
bad.
extra that I'm doing or extra that I had to buy, or I feel like it's taking time away from my family. Literally, most of the time, it's like I'm making a protein shake because I'm hungry, and if I wasn't with Arbonne, I'd be making a protein shake anyway. If I was in this newborn phase right now, I'd be drinking tons of caffeine. And now I'm just drinking fizz instead. And most of the time, I just prop my phone up and click record, and I share those things, and I inspire other people. And it truly is such a freaking blessing. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. I literally be so worried about what my life would look like right now. I would actually be spending more time away from my family because I would have to pick up more restaurant hours. I would have to go back to work sooner than the 12 weeks, which would absolutely suck. So this is giving my family flexibility.
You get paid time
options. I'm just so freaking thankful, and I'm so thankful for the community too. So you literally can't go wrong with whoever invited you here, or even starting, because you can start this business right now for $36. And I've been saying this on my stories.
I don't know. It doesn't matter what she's wearing.
You can't even get a freaking good pedicure.
It doesn't matter what she's wearing.
$36. Before I went to Vegas for a company event, it was $40 before the tip for just a pedicure, you guys. So literally, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So if you're interested in anything that we said or I said tonight, please reach out to the person that invited you, and they'll send you the second part of this call. Okay? Have a great night, and thank you so much.
Dang it. Well,
the recording has stopped.
Okay, got it. Dang it. I thought it was going to be longer. That's okay. That at least starts it. Okay, so her name is... At least we start. So the leader of this national area, I think that lady is let me go back. That lady is in the downline of Kenzie. Kenzie Bone is the 11.4 thousand person upline. And this lady's working her ass off. She just had a baby. She is a special ed teacher. She works at a restaurant. She's doing Arbonne She is making better than the average being $12,000 a year, so $1,000 a month, and that's before taxes. That sounds exhausting. It just sounds exhausting. You're working your ass off as a teacher. She spent the last 9 months growing a human in her body, and she was picking up extra shifts at a restaurant, and she's doing Zoom calls. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay, let me see if we've got any. Kenzie Bone Arbonne. Seems like we GTC. National Vice President Kenzie Bone that's top. Top rank. I'm trying to see if there's an opportunity call. Like there's like a YouTube video or something. That just happened. Oh man, we missed the opportunity to go to Vegas in June. I just had my surgery. Yeah, so we're going to Schmonations by We. I'm bringing y'all with me. That's what our dancing little acorn person over here from Ko-Fi is doing. So we bought the ticket. Thanks to y'all. Airplane. Stuff like that. Members and I did an unboxing of a certain fun little spy stuff that we're going to practice tomorrow morning. But, in fine form and fashion, I had to take it down. But we're going to actually do the test tomorrow morning. I'm looking for the a opportunity call. Oh, there was a virtual. There's a breathwork session for Arbonne. There was a virtual thing that you could download. Okay, hold on. Vimeo, Arbonne. I'm trying to get this so we can watch something. We got the login for tomorrow for the military masterclass. Also, we cannot do the cursey words tomorrow because my mom's friend is coming to stay with her in the room right across from me, and who's very religious, so cursey words are off the table. So we're going to have to be emotionally flexible and G-rated, which will be difficult. Okay. Arbonne. Opportunity call. And we're looking for it this year or in the past longer than 10 minutes. Flourish with Arbonne. Avery Taylor. That's 5 years ago. That looks like Tony Robbins. Arbonne Tony Robbins Awesome from 2013. Wait, what? Tony Robbins did something for Arbonne. Hannah. Wow, there's a lot of Arbonne stuff on Vimeo. Last 30 days. Okay. Arbonne Spa presentation video. Discover Arbonne. Ian Pritchard. July 2025. I have no idea who these consultants are. I'm new to this. Brandy Lee has been telling me how twisty Arbonne is for a million years now, and I have just discovered how twisty Arbonne is because I don't know what I was. Women's Wellness Workshop. Brooke Neal. I don't know who Brooke Neal is. Is Brooke Neal twisty? $38,000. Oh yeah. Brooke Neal is our buddy. She's the daughter of the other lady, right? Brooke Neal is the girl who gets stacked to high heaven by her mom. Okay. Do y'all want to watch Brooke Neal, which is the daughter of the other lady? Or, so we can watch. So there is an opportunity call by Brooke Neal, Discover Arbonne, from July 10th, 2025. No views, no likes yet. We can watch Discover Arbonne with Ian Pritchard. No views, which is fine. This is on Vimeo. We can watch. Those seem the most interesting. We also have Is Arbonne for You from somebody else, but I don't know who these people are. Isn't my channel dynamic? Subscribe for more thoughtful, intelligent, strategic content by DC. Ask Julie Joe. I think Brandy's probably the most. I saw Tony Robbins at an Arbonne conference, and Robin Sharma and Rachel Hollis. She tripped on stage. Gosh, if you could find a clip of that, I would be eternally grateful. Emberry. Maybe can you put a little, are you allowed to put like a warm washcloth on your forehead? Yes, Debbie Neal's daughter. She knows most of the older consultants. Daughter of the uppest upline. Stacking is not illegal per se. Strategic placement, not illegal per se. Ian's pretty entertaining. All right. If Brooke is boring, we will watch Ian. Okay. Welcome to, as Ava says, welcome to another, what does she say? MLM shit show. Ava had to change it to MLM dumpster fire because she used to say MLM shit show at the beginning, but then when she got monetized, that flagged her stuff. So then she had to say Anti-MLM dumpster fire to be nice, so that YouTube would play nice for her, which was less spicy. Oh my God! Brandy Lee supporting the shampoo cult. Brooke Neal is Debbie Neal's daughter. Ian Pritchard is an MVP, or you can also try looking up Camilla Eves Scott, Amy Sky, or Cecilia Still. Okay, wait, okay. Stole. Okay, I'm going to type these in. Please hold. Okay. Camilla Eves Scott. Arbonne. Okay. Copy. YouTube? Oh. Executive National Vice President Camilla Eves, My Story. Fresh Thinking, 1 year ago, 60 views. Former singer and actress in shows like Days of Our Lives.
To a very middle-class family.
What is Fresh Thinking? 8 subscribers. I don't want to ruin their life if... Wait.
Multi-million-dollar musical.
Okay, wait. Are these all... Wait! All these are Arbonne people! Wait, how do I... Are these all Arbonne people? Executive National Vice President Tony Robbins? I'm on a YouTube channel right now. You know what? Fine.
I spent
Brandy Lee? Let's go. We will be watching Camilla Eves. And we will be speeding it up. I think. Live long and prosper. Oh wait, did I miss any
I am absolutely jumping out of my skin, excited to share my Arbonne story with you guys. I was born in Toronto to a very middle-class family. My father actually immigrated to Canada from Scotland. He came over with the British Army in his early 20s. He met my mom and they got married. The day they got married, my parents had $13 between them and my dad was wearing a rented suit, which is really, I can't imagine my dad renting a suit because he's Scottish. I grew up in a household where he nailed the thermostat at 68. My parents had absolutely nothing but each other. My dad worked at McDonnell Douglas Corporations his whole life. He worked overtime whenever he could so that my parents could buy their home. What my dad taught me was anything is possible if you are willing to work hard enough for it. My mother worked in a grocery store.
Isn't there a Pinocchio song? Hold on. Isn't there a Pinocchio song? If you wish upon a star. Never mind. Keep going. Scroll trail not needed.
Her whole life, Dominion. And she worked in the meat wrapping department as a meat wrapper. And she was awesome at her job. Every time Dominion would open a new store, they'd call my mom to come in and make sure that things were done right. My mother was a very proud woman. And what she taught me was that it doesn't really matter what you do in life. All that matters is you are the best you can possibly be at it. I got my very...
I mean, sometimes it matters what you do, kind of like not being involved in a, commercial cult. That kind of matters. A little bit. That kind of matters. A little bit. It kind of matters. Just a smidgety-smidge. Oh, it's for sure from a conference. Listen, look. This, all of these, Arbonne. This whole, all of these are Arbonne. Whatever, all these. 9th subscriber. Honestly, I feel like I'm doing the Lord's work, being your odd number subscriber, and Cecilia Stoll, Arbonne in a nutshell, gut health. I'm happy to help. So.
At least one thing that would move my career forward. I was from the David Mamet School of that ever since. I am an actress and a singer, and I've been with Dominion. And she worked in the meat wrapping department as a meat wrapper. And she was awesome at her job. Every time Dominion would open a new store, they'd call my mom to come in and make sure that things were done right.
I don't know. I think this person uploaded it after the fact. So this wasn't from like the conference, didn't upload it. Whoever ripped it from the original source uploaded it after the fact.
My mother was a very proud woman. And what she taught me was that it doesn't really matter what you do in life. All that matters is you are the best you can possibly be at it. I got my very first job at 15 years of age working at Dominion. And I worked there until I was 17, and that's when I got my first professional acting job. And I've been doing that ever since. I am an actress and a singer, and I've been that my whole life. The only thing I've ever done other than singing and acting was waitressing, because that's what all actors do. But thank goodness I only had to do that in the early stages of my career. So for 35 years, I worked in Toronto and Los Angeles and New York. I worked really hard to build a career and to build a name for myself, and I did. I starred on Days of Our Lives, right? I had a regular role on the television series Due South. I played a character named, wait for it, Royal Canadian Mounted Police Chief Margaret Thatcher. I also had my own talk show in Canada called The Camilla Scott Show. And in fact, Due South and The Camilla Scott Show ran for 3 years as the #1 daytime show in the country and the #1 nighttime show in the country at the same time. I also had a successful voiceover career. Do you guys get the Berenstain Bears here, the cartoon series?
Yes.
I'm Mama Bear.
What?
So Google that and watch it with your kids. It's an awesome show.
No way. See, this is why I'm susceptible. I would have been like, oh my God, Mom. I went to this conference and guess who spoke at the conference? Who? You know the show, the Berenstain Bears? The voice, the lady who voiced the mom bear? Her. She spoke. See? Susceptible.
Oh. I worked hard every day. My goal every single day was to do at least one thing that would move my career forward. I was from the David Mamet School of Thought, which says, if you want to be a successful actor, you may not have a plan B. That being an actor is so difficult. If you have a plan B, you will take it. So for 35 years, I spent a career purposely not giving myself a plan B, never allowing myself to even consider another option for income. In the fall of 2008, I was starring in a musical in Toronto called We Will Rock You. Right? It was the 6th multi-million-dollar musical that I had starred in. The one before We Will Rock You was Mamma Mia. And in between the period in between those two shows, 2 things happened in my life. First, my son Jack was born. He was healthy and beautiful and incredible, and I got pregnant, you guys, naturally at 44 years of age and gave birth to him. He, after years of trying, he is literally a miracle. And any second now, there's going to be, there. Come on, right? Delicious? Do you not just want to eat them? Oh my God. Okay, so the other thing that happened to me in between those 2 shows was not so amazing. The entertainment industry in Toronto collapsed. So when the producers of We Will Rock You offered me the lead, it was at a 60% pay cut from what the exact same producers had paid me for Mamma Mia. And I took the job because I had to. Being an actor, even one who works consistently, is a life of feast or famine. I was either like working all the time with making lots of money and no time to spend it, or I had all the time in the world and terrified to spend a single penny because I didn't know when the next job was going to come. And when you build a life based on a certain income and 60% of that income disappears overnight, you still have the life to support. I was and had always been the primary income earner in our household. We needed the money to survive. So I happily took a job at a 60% pay cut.
Sure.
I left my home 6 days a week at noon and got home at midnight. I was leaving that behind me every single day. I left him at home with his dad, and I told myself that we were lucky. I was lucky to have a job. And Jack was lucky to be at home with one parent. Well, my husband was lucky. But Jack wasn't lucky, and I wasn't lucky. I never saw my son. I missed him horribly. I'd leave the house every single day with him on one side of the door screaming and crying, me on the other side of the door crying. And what was worse, you guys, was when he actually waved goodbye to me with a big smile on his face, like that was the way it was. Right? I was missing out on the most important thing that I had ever done and will ever do in my life, to go and sing Queen music practically for nothing. So that was my life in 2008. October 2008, completely stressed financially, absolutely brokenhearted, and terrified that at 47 years of age, that was what my life had come to. And it was probably not going to get better and very likely only going to get worse. It was then that I got an email from a friend of mine, now Executive National Vice President Amy Skye. And it said, "Hi, Camilla. I hope you're well. I want to talk to you about a great business opportunity with a health and wellness company called..."
So Amy Skye, is Amy Skye still in Amy Skye Arbonne? Whoa. I only say whoa because I was surprised. Unforeseen. Is she not still a top? I don't know why I said whoa. Apologies. Inside thought.
Arbonne, they're new in Canada. Well, I was really
Good
busy
to
at
see
the
you,
time, so
Ruh-roh.
I ignored the email. And my husband saw Amy in the neighborhood later, like about a week later, and she said, "Oh, I sent Camilla an email and she hasn't gotten back to me." And so my husband comes home and he's all mad. Like, "Why? Don't be so rude. That's so embarrassing. Email her back." So I did. I emailed Amy back and we made a coffee date. And then I started thinking about this. Why would Amy want to talk to me, an actress, about a business opportunity with a health and wellness company that's new in Canada? They're looking for a spokesperson. And they've hired Amy and she picked me. I was so excited to meet her. Spokesperson contracts are huge. Like, it was awesome. I had the money, the contract negotiated, the money spent. I'd already written my letter of resignation to We Will Rock You. Like, I was, so excited. I showed up at Starbucks, and Amy was kind of weird. She was like a little bit nervous and looked kind of uncomfortable, and I was thinking, well, shouldn't I be nervous? So we sat down, and I waited for her to offer my big fat contract, and she starts into this Arbonne thing about these vegan products with no mineral oil, great business opportunity in a booming industry. I was mortified. I was so embarrassed for her. All I could think was, holy crap, her life's worse than mine.
She's pretty funny.
Gobsmacked. In the moment, all I could think was, I haven't sunk that low, and thank God for We Will Rock You. I thanked Amy, and I said no. I said, good luck. But then Amy was a good consultant, and she said, that's okay, but would you try my product anyway, please? And she hands me this gold bag.
See, that's a sales pitch.
I had to say yes, even though I didn't want to try it. I had really, really dry, sensitive skin, and I didn't want to try some crazy product that was probably going to make my face explode. And, and to be perfectly honest, I couldn't afford it anyway.
She's overcoming objections. And y'all know this. Y'all who are in Arbonne know this because y'all were taught to do this. Or if you've been in other MLMs, Mary Kay, I was a Mary Kay, you're taught to do this. You're taught to either do this through humor or not do this through humor, but you're taught to like work this into your pitch. She's overcoming objections one after the other after the other. That's okay. And people will either do this naturally of like, oh, they just let someone down. So then, of course, they're willing to say yes to whatever the least, whatever the next least uncomfortable thing is. Yeah. She's very charismatic, for sure. She's super funny. And there are some people that don't have a lot of followers who make a shit ton of money. Like, you can look at people, specifically on Young Living. You can go to the Royal Crown Diamond list, and their social media following, abysmal. And they make, back in the heyday, make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And I don't know how they do that. Well, other than they do it door to door to door to door. And they follow up every single month with all their customers. And they train all their people via email or via calls or via in person. However they do it the old-fashioned way. And they're consistent as hell and off social media.
Anyway, it didn't matter. I wasn't buying it. Then she hands me a mini salt scrub and a body lotion and a body serum, gifts for meeting her. Now I'm like, oh my God, I have to buy something from her. She gave me gifts, for crying out loud. So off I went with my gold bag and my arm full of gifts and my overinflated ego. I went home and I tried the products for 3 days, just like she asked me to. And lo and behold, my dry, sensitive skin was gorgeous and glowing and hydrated, and I couldn't believe it. So now I'm madder. Because now I really want to buy it and I can't afford it. So I bought it anyway. Because I'm a girl, and that's what we do, right?
Rude.
But I was still not interested in the business. It was a couple of days later that my husband looks over at me and he's like, you know, your skin really does look amazing. Why aren't you talking to Amy about the business opportunity? You know, she's
no dude is gonna say that. I mean, maybe 1 in 200 dudes are gonna say that, or like partners. Just gonna say that. It's not. if I would say more often than not, maybe I'm wrong. That's probably a part to whole fallacy. My limited, whatever. That's a part to whole fallacy I'm not going to participate in. Gold bag equals $500 anti-aging skincare set. You're probably right. Brandy Lee. It's probably not as good as the Enagic $3,500 a year soap. The body soap. Probably not as good as that, right? Probably would not work as good as the $9.50 a day body soap that Enagic sells. Probably not.
person we know.
Becca, welcome. We snuck into a Zoom call, and then that was lightning fast. And then Brandy Lee and the other Arbonne experts in the chat pointed us to this delightful human being, I don't know if she still acts and sings, but she is Canadian entertainment royalty and Arbonne royalty, Camilla Scott, who is a voice actor of the Berenstain Bears and is regaling us of her entertainment to MLM pipelines landslide. And so she's telling us how she came about to the cult of Arbonne. That's true. That is why I backed up from my statement. Yes, there are some. That's why I kind of like backpedaled, because I definitely was participating in a part to whole fallacy. Because my one experience, my 1 to 2 to 3 people I know in my life who I'm around consistently does not reflect the entirety of the population.
Everything she touches turns to gold. She can spot an opportunity from a mile away. And it was like lightning struck me. I thought, oh my gosh, he's right. She is the smartest business person we know. And if she's doing this Arbonne thing, then so should I. And that was it. I called her up, I said, I'm in. I had no idea what I was doing. I quickly found out neither did she was new. We were the blind leading the blind. There was not another single person on the planet that I knew who had done, heard of, or used, or any Arbonne, nothing. I wasn't one of those people, you guys, who heard the compensation plan and understood the enormity of this opportunity right out of the gate. I really had no idea. I had never heard of network marketing. I had no idea what it was or what was possible. I knew absolutely nothing about skincare or makeup. I washed my face because it's dirty.
Oh my God, stop.
And to this day, I don't wear makeup.
You've been in the industry since you were 15 and you had absolutely no idea about makeup? What is that? Broken Waffles? Appeal to bullshit? Camilla? Hello? Are you for real? Are you for real? Are you for real? She is doing this, I'm guessing, to be hyperbolic, to be funny, but I do not find it funny. I do not find it funny. Obviously, because I'm getting stuck on it. Obviously. I don't find it funny. She's just been in musicals. She's just been in the entertainment industry. She's just been in, I don't know, Days of Our Lives, which they have thicker makeup than Broadway does. Like, appeal to bullshit is my new favorite logical fallacy. Literally an eye roll of a lifetime. Like, come on, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Unless I have to. I didn't know how to use a computer. If my husband left the house in the morning and the computer was off, I was screwed. I had to wait until he got home to turn it on for me. All I knew was that I needed to make some money and be home with my son. And the idea of having a little bit of financial...
Don't you have residuals? Do residuals work the same way in Canada as they do in the United States? Don't residuals in television work similarly to residuals in movies? Am I asking, don't residuals in... Residuals? Am I asking too many questions? Like last night, when we were asking, like, obviously $22,000 a month was more than enough to pay your $4,000 mortgage, Kendra? Right? Amelia! Be sober fucking real, Mary. Oh. Al. I know who this person is, kinda. Yeah, she's from Canada. She's an actress from Canada. I know, that's like saying, oh my god, she's an actress from the United States. Canada's huge. She's a famous actress from... I know, Brandy Lee's like, just shut up, DC.
Ability of any kind, even the
I don't know how to learn.
Little tiny amount was brilliant. And it wasn't brain surgery. I mean, it's skincare. Skincare I actually kind of liked. So everyone uses it. Why wouldn't they buy it from me? And everybody I knew was in the entertainment industry, which was a complete disaster, which meant everybody that I knew needed money, so of course they were going to do the business with me. Yeah. So now don't forget, I worked 6 days a week from noon until midnight for the first 7 months of my business. But I was determined. I fit Arbonne into every second of my life that I possibly could. I became the Avon lady from hell. I had every single member of the We Will Rock You company, cast, crew, ushers, musicians, everyone buying Arbonne from me. I met with every single person I had ever known in my life every morning for coffee so I could give them the gold bag. And I vomited Arbonne all over them. I sold
She's
so
pretty
many
funny.
RE9 sets, it was insane. To this day, there are people from the We Will Rock You company that think aliens abducted me and brainwashed me. But people...
She's pretty funny. I mean, if we're talking about most enjoyable, like, cult presentations that we've watched, she's pretty enjoyable to listen to. She also kind of embodies the enthusiasm that we all kind of held on to when we first started shilling our shit right out the gate. Yeah. For sure. I mean, that initial, like, I'm gonna make this work. That, I don't know. She's not that famous. I mean, come on, Berenstain Bears. Come on. Ow. Come on. I mean, the reach of the cartoons, the bears, like, do not mock the bears, okay? I know she's an actress. She's just better than all of, like, just all of the shit that we've had to wade through the past 3 years. Like, she's one of the more enjoyable presentations. Amy said, wait, she doesn't know how to turn on a computer? She does play the part to perfection. I'm surprised that more people haven't won a purchase from her. But she is an executive national vice president.
Loved the product. People bought the product. I became the RE9 queen because I sold so much product. But no one was interested in the business. I couldn't understand it. No one. I thought Arbonne was going to be a cinch. Once I got in, it was incomprehensible to me that people didn't get it. But they didn't. I went through my entire warm market in the first couple of months of my business, and no one got it. No one. And then one day, I convinced my dresser at We Will Rock You to join. So I immediately started doing her market what I had done in mine. And then one other girl, this poor thing, oh my God, from We Will Rock You, I convinced her. And so then I started to do in her market exactly what I was doing in mine. So I was doing the business of 3 consultants. I was hosting their events and doing their one-on-ones and mine. I was completely exhausted. Arbonne, 24/7. I couldn't understand, how does anyone get to the top of this company? I was killing myself selling product and running my business and running those other 2 consultants' businesses, but I couldn't give up. I knew that other people had done it, so I knew it was possible, so that I knew that I could do it. I listened to Learn and Burns. Backstage in my dressing room, I said that stupid presentation. I don't mean stupid, really, but oh my gosh, so many times out loud to myself. People thought I was crazy walking down the street. I plugged myself in wherever I could. And then in May of 2009, 7 months into my business, I got an invite to a car party, and it was close to my neighborhood. And I was like, how? How does someone get a car? She must be Superwoman. And so I emailed her. It was Executive National Vice President Suzanne Van Perry's. I said, you don't know me, but I need you.
Okay, Suzanne Van Perry. Suzanne Van Perry? Arbonne. Parys? How do you even... Okay, so she's still working her business. She's still in Arbonne. I am that person when I'm watching a TV show or a movie with y'all. Not with y'all, because I'm not parasocial like that, but I guess I am. We'll be watching something. I'll be watching something with my family. And I'll be like, what other movie has that person been in? I will pause. Well, that's probably why I wouldn't watch it with y'all, because I'm annoying. But I'll pause the show I'm watching, and then I'll go look to see every single movie that person's been in. Then I will click on the link of a movie that looks interesting, and then I'll look every single person that's been in that movie. Then I'll click on an interesting person from that movie, and then we will scroll trail. So the scroll trail impacts other parts of my life. So this person, Suzanne Van Perry's, Paris, whatever, is still in Arbonne, and still has her Mercedes, or has another Mercedes that she, and also has her daughter in Arbonne now. So has her daughter-in-law or something. Looks like her daughter. So we are getting getting all the things aligned. I don't know if that's interesting or not, but Suzanne and Camilla, the first in Arbonne in Canada. Jennifer, thank you. Yes, Tosh. Oh, she is in Canada. Boomers, Gen Xers mainly know her from the Camilla Scott show. Oh, the Bears would never.
I need you to help me. I wanted her to tell me the secret. I wanted her to give me the magic potion. I expected this. And if any of you know Suzanne, she's just like this. Oh, well, why don't you just tell me what you're doing now? I was like, seriously? You're getting a car? I'm getting a car. Well, Suzanne taught me the magic potion. I mean, you can if you want to call it a magic potion, you can, but basically, she taught me how to leverage my time. I needed to teach people how to do Arbonne without me. I had to teach them, and then they had to do it. That way, I could continue to find new people, set them up the same way, teach them how to do it, and move on. I needed to get organized. I needed to show people that this was a multi-million-dollar business opportunity in a billion-dollar industry, and I was going to the top of this company, and I wanted to take them with me. Suzanne taught me the importance of having a system, something that's...
Is Arbonne a billion-dollar company? Sorry. Business. DC, why don't you just do a recorded video? I don't know. That's a great question. Arbonne. Arbonne. It's not a billion-dollar industry. Arbonne, 2020, they only did $847 million, and then they dropped from $847 million to $800 million in 2021 to $700 million in 2022. I find it hard to imagine that they stayed at $700 million in 2023 and 2024. I don't know what they exactly do, but I don't know if they've ever hit $1 billion. I don't know if a $1 billion industry means a supplement industry, but okay. Okay. All right.
Simple, that people can duplicate. She explained why events like this are not negotiable. Good for you for being here. Give yourselves a big hand. I followed Suzanne's advice and then some. I started to treat my business like a business. I created a system that worked for me, that was simple, and that I could teach others and they could duplicate. And I taught people how to do it without me. I attended my first conference because Suzanne told me to, even though I couldn't afford it. Like, I had to buy an airline ticket. I had to stay in a hotel. My upline wasn't there. I went by myself. Who's here by themselves today? Is anybody by themselves? If you are, give yourself a huge pat on the back for that. I sat in the back by myself, and I saw all these ordinary people recognized for their extraordinary achievements. And I thought, I want that. I want that. I swore to myself I would never attend another conference and not walk across.
Do y'all remember when Jessie Lee Ward? I know, I keep going like, remember Jessie Lee? It sounds like I'm hyperfixated. The ridiculous things I remember her saying, that she didn't understand the compensation plan and prove it. However many times she said that, you didn't need to understand the compensation plan, and she certainly didn't understand the compensation plan. Okay. All right. Okay. You need, if you're an MLM and you're wondering what's going on, or if you're an MLM and you're like, I don't need to know what's going on because my upline's looking out for me. You need to understand what's going on in the compensation plan, whether you think your upline's looking out for you or just to double check that your upline is looking out for you, or if you're not sure if your upline's looking out for you. Guess what? You benefit either way. You get to feel really good when you figure out what the compensation plan is doing. That, oh yeah, I know what the compensation plan is doing. And if it's doing what you think it's doing, oh my God, how incredible is your upline, because they're actually looking out for you. And if you had concerns and you actually figure out what the compensation plan is doing, and you realize that your upline's fucking you over, you get to say, oh, thank God, I realized that my upline, I don't know, created a hole in my little boat that I was trying to row in, and they were benefiting from it, and I realized I was sinking, and I wasn't going to drown. Thank God I understood the compensation model. So, it benefits you either way. It doesn't benefit me. It's not like, oh my God, Anti-MLM is going to get a win if I understand the compensation plan. No, you get the win. You get the win. Not me. You do. You do. You do. I've said no matter what job or income opportunity you're part of, you should always know how you're making money and getting paid. Correct. Correct. Also, those fancy trips that you're quote unquote winning, that is deferred income. And that deferred income you will be getting taxed on. Oh no, I'm not, DC. Yes, you are. You will be getting taxed. You will be getting taxed. You will. Yep. Yes, you will. Might as well don't stay up on those little huddles after staying and not getting to eat or drink any liquid. I don't know, at those 20-hour events and then not getting any sleep. You know that's going to happen. Dear Lord.
That stage. I went home and I went to work. I worked with my sideline sister, National Vice President Jillian Weinrobe, and we started hosting business meetings.
Jillian what? Sorry, let me just go back.
To work. I worked with my sideline sister, National Vice President Jillian Weinrobe, and we started hosting.
Jillian Wine, National Vice President Jillian Wine. Arbonne, National Vice President Jillian Wine. Gar? I don't even know. I feel like I don't. I couldn't even hear it. Oh, Weinberg? Jennifer? What would I do without y'all in the chat? Jillian Weinberg. Lindsay, hero! I don't know what they're... Arbonne. Okay. Oh my God, this... Oh no! Biz coach and mentor. Apply to earn. Oh my God. I don't know what rank she still is. It looks like her... I don't know if she's still ranking highly in Arbonne. It looks like her son is really sick. So, that's really sad. It's sad to see, like, the ebbs and flows of life because like this talk from Camilla looks older, and then to see how much life is being lived and like how much time is being spent away potentially from, your family. I don't know.
Business meetings every Monday night, and no one came. We had them anyway. We just kept doing it. And all of a sudden, boom, one day, oh, 2 people showed up. We were so excited. And then 4, and then 8, and then 16, and then 32, and boom. The next conference I attended, I was an ACE winner and number 4 in Parade of Champions. And I remember my upline going crazy. They were so excited for me. And all I could think was, number 4? Who strives to be number 4? Number 4 sucks. I want to be number 1. And I went home and I worked harder. When I started Arbonne, I was introduced to it with the one-on-one system. And if Amy had told me that I was going to do parties, I probably wouldn't have joined. But once I got in, I realized that it was really just about growing my business. I had goals every month, and I needed to be open-minded because I needed to be willing to do whatever it took to hit the goal. It wasn't about the outreach method. It was about hitting the goal. And I needed to be willing to do whatever it took. We all have different little nuances to our businesses, right, you guys? But the bottom line is there's 2 ways to do Arbonne. One-on-ones and parties. You can call them group presentations, lunch and learns, shows, launches, whatever you want to call them. But the bottom line is if you want to build a healthy, sustainable, strong, huge business that's going to make you $1 million or more every year, you need to...
You can't say that. What do y'all have in Canada? Okay, what do y'all have? Federal Trade Commission equivalent Canada. You all have the Competition Bureau. While the Federal Trade Commission has broader jurisdiction over consumer protection and antitrust issues, the Competition Bureau primarily focuses on promoting and enforcing competition law and regulations in Canada regarding... The Competition Bureau enforces the Competition Act. This act, like the FTC's mandate, aims to protect consumers from misleading or deceptive marketing practices. I feel like I just need to learn, like, the Canadian rules and then the FTC rules. Overarchingly, the umbrella is avoiding fuckery. And then underneath it is Competition Bureau rules and then Federal Trade Commission rules. Avoid it. Avoid the shit show.
Fill it with clients and preferred clients and consultants that are all using your product. You
Yeah,
need to have
Julie
as many
Anderson's the GOAT.
households as humanly possible buying their personal care products.
What do we have? What do we have? Inside voice. It's an inside thought. Oh my God, Brandy Lee.
From you. And to do that, you need to have an open
Julie
mind
Anderson's
to both
great.
outreach methods. You can keep your main thing, but it should only ever be about hitting your goal and doing whatever it takes. That's how you will become successful. The willingness to do whatever it takes to reach your goals. That's your $1 million business. When I started, it was with those one-on-ones, and I went through my warm market so fast. And I started asking people for referrals. Honestly, it was like I was asking them to give me their child. Nobody would, but I had to find other people. How? Where? I realized very quickly that in order for me to get into other people's networks, the easiest way to make that happen was going to be parties. And I never used the word party. I was terrified people would run. But, I live in Toronto. It's a huge metropolitan city. You can toss a rock and hit a great store that sells skincare from anywhere in the world. People did not want to have skincare parties. At least that's what I told myself.
Okay, I know this is probably, I hope this is not offensive. I'm not great at geography, and this is going to be the squirreliest squirrel trail of all time. It is not related to multi-level marketing. It's related it's related to Canada. And then it's related to YouTube because we are on YouTube right now. Okay, it is related, and I was thinking about it because Al was on here earlier, and I'm only gonna link it because some of y'all like some of the other channels that I also enjoy watching. I watch, I think she's in Ontario. I don't know. It just says Canada. Maybe Ontario? I'm not sure. Anyways, I used to watch her for crafting, and then all of a sudden she bought an abandoned home that was like falling apart. She is restoring it with her boyfriend. I think she's 76. She's 76 episodes in. If you are looking for something to craft to and like going, holy shit, what is she doing with her boyfriend? This is the channel for you. But if you're looking for something like delightful to watch and going, oh my god, what is happening? You should watch this. Here you go. Sorry, scroll trail. Now we're back on track with the scroll trail went, we're watching Anti-MLM. This, we're watching Camilla, who's in Canada. We're on YouTube. And then I went scroll trail. And now we're back. This is Jenna Phipps. Not that we linked in the chat. Not Anti-MLM. But a lot of people on my chat like some of the stuff I like watching, and then I saw Al. And then I said, I'm really bad at geography, but then I was thinking about construction. And then I got embarrassed to link it, but here we are. Back on track. Sorry. Forget it.
One day I said that to Suzanne Van Perry's, and she's like, well, you just haven't asked enough people yet. Except she said it like this, well, I guess you just haven't asked enough people yet. She said, most people don't want to host a party for you, but some people will. So you just have to keep asking until you find them. And then I heard some language.
I think she might be Ontario.
And it went like this. Hi, it's Camilla. How are you?
Thank you. I'm glad you're here for the squirrel trails. I feel embarrassed by them, I guess, but I listen to myself back sometime, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, that didn't connect, but I'm trying to say, this is how they're connecting in my mind. And I really need to say them out loud so I can go back to them stuff. The dots are dotting.
You know, I'm doing Arbonne, right? I'm just trying to keep a roof over our heads and have a little financial security. Listen, that's my why in one sentence. Would you mind doing a personal favor for me? Would you have a couple friends over and let me come and pamper them for you? And that was it. I just kept calling people and repeating the same thing over and over and over. Most people said no. Most people couldn't or didn't want to, but I just kept calling. And then, lo and behold, a few people said yes. And I was off. I would book any kind of party, any day of the week, any time of the day. I always try to book a new party from the one I'm at so that I can get access to as many people's networks as possible. It was at a lunch and learn that led to another lunch and learn, that led to another lunch and learn. And by the fourth one, that's where I met National Vice President Lee Tal Mintz-Sneer. I now understood the importance of having an open...
Lee Tal, what? Lee Tal. Oh my God. I'm never doing an Arbonne stream again without Jennifer or Brandy Lee. Okay. Lee Tal. Arbonne. Lee. Okay, we're just going to go back 5 seconds.
That's where I met National Vice President Lee Tal Mintz-Sneer.
Lee Tal Mintz-Sneer? Leetaom. Oh, God. Lee Tal? Lital? Oh my God, I'm butchering this. Oh my God, thank you. Okay. Yep. LITALMINTZSNIR. Y'all are beautiful humans. Executive National Vice President. I've seen her on a training before. We are registered for tomorrow. Oh my God. She's in Oh. Wow. No. Wait, how does this happen? Is she in Thrive or is she in Arbonne? She was in Thrive, now she's in Arbonne. So this must have been more recently? I just won a CT. Okay. She's still in Arbonne. Holy crap. I thought there was T, but there is not T.
Now understood the importance of having an open mind. I realized it isn't about which outreach method you use. It was just about setting specific goals and being willing to do whatever it takes to hit them. So now I was willing to do anything. You name the kind of party, I did it. I actually did parties with foot soaks. I remember distinctly kneeling at someone's feet.
Satin feet, satin hands. Satin hands, satin lips.
Because I thought I was being punked. Honestly, I hate feet. I hate parties. I'm not a party person. I like staying home. Before every single event, I would sit in my car. Remember to have fun. Remember to have fun. Because if I didn't remind myself, I'd forget. And if I didn't have fun, neither would my guests. My goal was always to have every single person leave the event thinking, wow, she's so happy. She loves her job. And the neat thing about pretending to do that, guys, pretending to enjoy it and pretending to have fun and pretending to be happy is, after a while, you're not pretending anymore. I started to really enjoy it. I loaded up my calendar until I was double and triple booked, and I taught my team that if they wanted success and they wanted it faster than the average, they were going to have to do the same thing. I remember one of Lee Tal's events. She was double booked, and she asked me to fill in for her, and I said, okay, of course. It was on a Sunday morning at 8 a.m.
Why?
About an hour's drive outside of Toronto.
Why?
Yes, I was willing to do anything.
Why?
I was a regional vice president by then, so I drove my beautiful white Mercedes-Benz to the address that she gave me. And when I got there, it was a church. And I was like, that's odd. That's okay. And then I saw all these tables out in the parking lot, covered with people's cleaned out garages.
Huh?
And I thought, okay, I drove an hour. I'm here. I'm doing this for Lee Tal. I set up my $250 standing Arbonne banner. I put a white tablecloth over the disgusting table they gave me. I set up all my products with the little stands and the oranges and the strawberries, made it all look gorgeous. I was the only person there not wearing sweatpants. 9 out of 10 people had a cigarette hanging out of their mouth. The first person who came up to the table was a gentleman with his belly hanging over the top of his sweatpants, and he said, "How much is that?" He was pointing at the night cream. I said, "It's $100. And he just kind of stood there looking at me like he didn't quite hear me. And then he walked away. And I sat there by myself for 2 hours. And then I walked over to the organizer and I thanked her. And I told her that this was an amazing product with an amazing business opportunity and that Lee Tal and I would love to talk to her about it someday. And then I packed everything back into my white Mercedes-Benz and I went home. And I wasn't angry. I didn't feel like I'd wasted my time. I now had an awesome story to tell. Right?
No.
I never for a moment regretted it. I did it for Lee Tal. Every time.
Are you? Can I just? You wasted your time. That's great that you did enough before then to earn your nice shiny Mercedes-Benz, that you had the luxury to have enough money to pay for gas to drive an hour there and an hour back, that you had nothing to do for your entire morning. You drove there an hour, you set up 45 minutes, that you stayed there for 2 hours, that you packed everything up 45 minutes, then you drove an hour back your entire morning. You didn't make any sales. You had the luxury to do that because you had a team. You made commission off of your team. So you were making money even though you didn't sell a damn thing. Cool. Then you had a hunky-dory, a really cool, neato story to tell at your luxury conference where they're probably paying you to speak because that's what happens when you're an executive national vice president. What is your little fun little downline gonna do in that situation? Oh, well, you probably didn't vet your parties because that's not really a good thing to end up with, to have that on your books. Any sales manager's going to tell you that. That's a really bad thing to have on your books. Number one, fat shaming. Number two, if you're talking about any manager's going to tell you, any sales manager's going to tell you, just to put something on your books, to be able to tell your manager, oh my God, I have 30 appointments set up on my calendar. No, you don't. How many of them are actual credible sales appointments? Well, probably 8 of them. Well, then you don't have 30 sales appointments, do you? You've got 8. Stop bullshitting me and just tell me you have 8 then. Are you... Remind me not to cuss tomorrow, okay? Everyone, Pinky promised me that you're going to remind me not to cuss tomorrow, okay? I'm not allowed to cuss tomorrow, all right? I'm trying to be respectful of my mom and her guests. Remind me not to cuss tomorrow. Never mind. I was like, oh my God, I'm enjoying Camilla speak. And then now I'm like, who fucking cares about your fun little story? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Whisper cussing only tomorrow. No loud cussing. We're going to have to do the ASMR cursey words tomorrow, okay? Let's go. Demi, how was the ice cream? Broken Waffle said, I promise nothing because I will also forget. Surprise cursey words. Surprise regular volume. No inside voices. Fuck.
Time you have a really nasty, gross experience in your Arbonne business, write it down. Every gory detail. Because those disgusting horror stories are awesome. And when you're an executive national vice president, you're going to stand on stage and tell people, and they're going to be so happy to hear that it's not just them.
You know what I want someone to tell me? 30 faces in 30 days? No. The thing is, you want to keep going and don't lose momentum just because someone tells you, hey, I don't want to A, B, C, D, E. You do want to find people who do want to come to your house and try the products, for sure. Do you want to harass people? No. Do you want to, just go down your list and not have any discretionary, whatever? No, you do want to have some discretion. You don't want to take advantage of people just because of their birthday. You don't want to take advantage of people because they think that you're trying to be friends with them. I'm talking from a sales perspective. I'm not talking from learn how to do MLM better. I'm saying from a sales perspective, don't take advantage of people. Don't sell your soul for commission. God, just... You're also at whatever church event that Lital booked, priced out every single person at that church. Probably. Unless Camilla told the story in such a way that shamed the individuals physically and financially for a laugh at the Arbonne event. We don't know. If Lital did it just to get something on the books, okay. Again, we don't know because Camilla's just telling the story however she wants to. a lot is left to be desired for learning purposes.
Stories help people relate to you. They're a necessary part of this journey and your journey to becoming a great leader. And it's what the great leaders in Arbonne do. We do whatever it takes. We throw the spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. And sometimes nothing. But if you throw enough spaghetti, something's gonna stick.
Or you learn how long it takes to cook spaghetti, so then you're not wasting spaghetti. Oh, shocker. Eventually you're going to learn, okay, so it's not 5 minutes. It's not 6 minutes. Oh, it's not 6.5 minutes. It's not 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Sorry. Yeah, it's not 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, so it's not 7 minutes. It's not 8 minutes. Oh, it's okay. So it's 8 minutes for my stove. It's whatever it is. So then I'm not wasting 7 pieces of pasta. I'm not wasting 6 pieces. I'm not wasting 5. I'm only wasting 3 pieces of pasta now. So now I know that it's like for me, for my stove, for at high, and I'm not wasting this much water. I'm only wasting 1 piece of pasta. I have to do it for 10 minutes and 23 seconds. And sometimes I'm not wasting any pasta at all. I only have to try, not only do I not have to stick it on the wall and waste it, I can just try it. And a lot of times it's al dente just the way I like it. And more often than not, 10 minutes and 23 seconds is the perfect time. Because you learn how much water, the right temperature to boil it at, the right time, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You learn the data, and you get to repeat the process, and then you test it so you can replicate it. Oh my God. Oh, is she just telling the story to be funny? Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand. She initially talked at the beginning how to do things so that she doesn't have to participate, so she can teach other people to do stuff, so she doesn't have to be involved, so she doesn't have to handhold. Then, why not teach something to be more precise so that it is less, emotionally taxing for her downline? I don't understand.
Decide if you are a great leader in Arbonne. Whether you're an executive national vice president or a brand new consultant here today, decide. There will always be challenges. It's how you handle the challenges that counts. I remember in the months when I was going region, Arbonne ran out of our anti-aging line completely for weeks. I think it was 12 weeks. Yeah. So we're signing people up, and we're talking about the importance of, proper business order and having the products to share and, setting you up for success, and no product would show up. Nothing. Nothing to use for personal, nothing to share with people, nothing. But it didn't stop me from signing people up. I just kept spinning it in a positive way. Woohoo! Isn't this awesome? We are growing so fast they can't keep up with us.
Young Living did that. And then I was like, no, I've been in marketing too long. This is fuckery. This is fuckery. Forget it. Forget it. This is fuckery. This is just fuckery. It's fuckery afoot. It's just fuckery. But was he wearing gasp sweatpants off? Oh, God.
And then Sue Cassidy came to Toronto to do a training. I had a complete...
Sue Cassidy, Arbonne. Sue. Essentially, this is what I want to do every single day at Monations. I want them to name drop, and then I want to at night or in between the 2-hour thing to just go da-da-da-da-da, Monate. Da-da-da-da-da, Monate. Da-da-da-da-da, Monate. That's all I want to do. I want to be nosy as fuck, and then be able to be nosy, nosy, nosy. Block, auto-record, block, auto-record, block, auto-record. And then see what they win awards for on the gala night. That's what I want to do.
full-on meltdown, tears and everything. And Sue says, Camilla, sit down. Let me just show you what's happening here. You're walking through a park. It is the most glorious, gorgeous day you have ever seen. The sky is the most amazing shade of blue. And
Sue Schifrin Cassidy? Is that her? This looks like an Arbonne lady. She just looks like an Arbonne lady. Yep. Executive National Vice President, Independent Consultant. Songwriter. I think y'all told me that, though. Oh my God, her social media. Oh my God. Well, that would burn my channel down. Well, Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Yep, got it.
there are little white fluffy clouds everywhere, and the grass is the most amazing shade of emerald green, and there are beautiful wildflowers in every color of the rainbow growing all around you. There's a little trickling brook, and the fishies are jumping, and there's a beautiful little puppy over there frolicking in the grass, and he's playing with the butterflies, and you're standing in the middle of all of it, like this, looking at a turd through a straw. Stand up and look around you and see the big picture. There will always be turds. But they will not stop you from building a multi-million.
Sue Cassidy is a oh, she's got a YouTube. She's a
Hi.
Oh my God, someone left a comment on her video and said pyramid selling. Never mind.
$1 business. Your business. Your business is in one palm. The turds are in the other. Whichever one you focus on will grow.
Either or fallacy, yay.
Focus on your business.
I love how she started likable and then we are spiraling at this point, in my opinion. But what do I know? I want it to be changing color and I don't know how.
Sometimes I'm even successful at handling them. And when I'm not, I make sure I learn from them. I learn from my mistakes so that the next time I can handle them better. Learning to handle what comes your way by keeping
this is
your
on the
eye
same
on the prize
frequency.
is huge. You will fall down. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's how you get back up that matters. Be a student of your business for the rest of your life.
This is on the same frequency as my lights.
Be learning by doing.
Oh my God. Forget
Know
it.
that making mistakes is part of the equation. The bigger the business, the bigger the mistakes, the better the opportunity to learn. One of the most important things that I coach my team on is bonusing at every level. As a district manager, your goal should be to bonus always. Always, 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 always. Did I say always? Always. 5,000 QV, 5 new people every month. Absolute minimum. And if you haven't been doing that up until now, that's okay, start today.
Monet, is that you?
Minimum. That goes for every single one of you, but it goes also for every single one on your team. And if you're not doing it, they won't either. So it starts with you. You must practice what you preach, correct?
She went from being funny and lighthearted to being all right, nope, I'm out, outie.
And if you were to look at my 2-year journey from a consultant to a national vice president, you would see that I definitely practice what I preach. I want to show you guys what my business looked like for the 24 months that it took me to go from a brand new consultant to a national vice president. So I started the business. I launched November 10, 2008. 1 month I went district manager with 6,489 QV. 18 people came into my business that month, all of them customers. My first district manager paycheck was $243.74. We didn't have the PC program then. I was so proud of that paycheck. It was awesome. Okay, going from district to area took me 4 months. You see in December the red? I didn't bonus in that month. Do you know why? I didn't know there was a bonus. I was a brand new district manager. Nobody was telling me anything, but I found out. So the next month I did 10,000. I went to area qualification, 14 new people. In March I finished, and there were 15 new customers brought into my business that month. I had sponsored so far 60 people into my business. All but 2 were customers. My first paycheck, $2,015. Right? I was so excited. Goodbye, we will rock you. Okay, not quite yet. Area manager to region took me 8 months, from April until December. The dark blue number is my central district. So that's the one that we really want to focus on because that's where the magic happened for me. I never stopped working my business. I have
Interesting that we're seeing numbers. Did we see a disclaimer? No, we did not.
always been the hardest working consultant on my team. You need to do the same. You must be the hardest working consultant. In August, we did 15,747 in my central district, 35 people sponsored. Now, not all of them are customers, but what I'm doing is every time I bring a new business builder into my business, they're signing up as many customers as humanly possible because that's what I'm coaching them to do. We went to CNTC in September, so that's our global training conference. So the one I had gone to before, I told you, I was all by myself, sitting in the back. The second conference I went to, I took 35 people. So I just want to go back, see what we did in August, 18,000. In September, we did 23,000. In October, after we came back from the conference, everybody was so excited, we went into region qualification. We finished in December with, now you can see, my team is duplicating. So we've got 37,000 and 43 people brought into the business that month. Only 16 now are mine, because the people that I'm bringing into the business are doing what I'm doing. They're sponsoring. My first region paycheck was $5,086. From region to nation took me 11 months. So January, February, I didn't get my district bonus. It was the only time that month, but I was so ashamed of myself. In April,
Oh, I was listening to my dog because I thought he was like yodeling, but I wasn't sure if he was yodeling in pain, but he's just yodeling at my mom.
we were up to 51,000, May, June, July, August. So look at August, you guys. 55,000 in my central region, 9,800 in my central district. My central district is working. I am working. 85 people sponsored into my business that month. But look what happens so remember the number, 55,000 August, September, 100,000, almost doubled. So in September, what happened was we went to the global training conference. And again, and this time when everybody came home and were emailing me their goals, they added up to 101. And there was only 3 days left in the month, so I sent everybody an email. We're going nation qual. Do whatever you can. Let's see what happens. And we did exactly what they said they were going to do, 101. 15,000 in my central district that month, 21 new people sponsored into the business. In October, nation qualification, 145,000. 186 people sponsored into my success line that month, 27 of them in my central district. Don't forget, guys, I've been in Arbonne for 2 years at this point. We finished nation in November with 185,000, 160 new people sponsored into my business. I still did my district bonus, and my first paycheck was $16,705. On the first anniversary of me being a national vice president, so this was November, the next November, my paycheck was $41,000. I know. My second year anniversary of a national vice president, $56,000. My goal this November is $70,000.
Is she allowed to say that without having the disclaimer? Or is because she is... I don't understand how she's allowed to say... Because this was done at a conference and she doesn't think that this is being shared out. She doesn't think that this is... Arbonne doesn't think that this is getting her in trouble. I mean, it's a... I don't know. I'm confused.
Right? You guys, this is my $1 million business. It's filled with customers and business building consultants.
No, you literally said that you weren't making any money by having customers. So at the very beginning of your talk. And then you had to start having your other people duplicate so that you could start actually making money because you weren't really making money by selling the product. Did I misunderstand her saying that at the beginning of her talk?
Whose businesses are filled with customers. That is what's possible with this opportunity if you are willing to do whatever it takes.
She literally was just focusing on recruiting. That's the number she was talking about. She was talking about 186 and 51 and 127. Those were not customers she's talking about. That was volume and recruits that she was talking about. Don't pee on me and tell me it's raining. Don't do it. Camilla, don't do it. No, that's people in the back. That's people in the audience, but it might be a clap track to enhance the audio. Like that's what they do at Eric Worre Studios when there is an audience, but the sound is there to make it actually sound good because the audience doesn't sound good in the studios.
If you set people up for success with the proper tools and the proper training, if you work your business consistently, that is what is possible. Arbonne isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a job. It's a job. You have to go to work every day, just like any other job. But unlike any other job, the rewards are endless. The payoff is extraordinary. Guys, I was someone who said no. I was someone who fell in love with the product after not even wanting to try it. I was someone who became a customer first, and through the results I saw with the product, I was able to open up my mind to the idea of the business. I was someone who had never heard of network marketing and had no idea what it was or how it worked or what was possible. I was someone who wasn't passionate about skincare. I had never been a product junkie. I was someone who didn't know how to use a computer. You guys, before Arbonne, I had never been on the internet. I'm not kidding, ever. I had never been on the internet. I didn't even know what that was.
2009, you had never been on the internet? She had never been on the internet in 2009? The internet's been around since the 80s. There are people that had never been on the internet? What? Can someone help me understand the math here? Okay, let's just go back.
A product junkie. I was someone who didn't know how to use a computer. You guys, before Arbonne, I had never been on the internet. I'm not kidding, ever. I had never been on the internet. I didn't even know what that was.
What?
Have I lost the plot? Have I not been to enough of the college classes? Have I not been to enough college to understand what she is saying right now? What is happening? Before Arbonne, she had never been on the internet before? Bam the lawyer cat. I've had an AOL email address since 1995. What is today's date? Rest in peace. Here lies DC, August 5th, 2025, 9:19 p.m. Her brain officially broke listening to Camilla Eves Scott telling the audience that she had not been on the internet ever since starting before Avon. Arbonne. Whatever. I don't even know. What? Hello? I don't even know. Can someone confirm that we're not on Black Mirror? Or is Ashton Kutcher, are we on Punk'd right now?
My God.
I had never owned a business. I wasn't even looking for a business opportunity. I didn't know there was anything else out there for me. But I knew how to work. And I knew that others had done it. So I knew it was possible. And if it was possible, then I knew how to make it work for me. At 47 years of age, I decided to do something completely foreign to me.
You were 47 years old. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. You had discovered Arbonne at 47 years old. You were working 47 years old. We'll figure this out. 47 years old, you were working a musical. What is her name? Camilla Eves Scott. IMDb. Berenstein Bears. Let's see. So she stopped working in 2013. What was the musical? Musical. She was in a musical theater. We Will Rock You. How long can you tell when something has Canada? Okay, where's Canada? Find 2013. The tour included 298 performances in 29 cities. I'm going to make a guess. The production closed on 27 November 2005. Are we going to say 2004 or 2013? Ontario, Canada. The tour covered nearly the whole of the U.S. and 2 stops in Ontario, Canada. And all the tour... She's 64. But she didn't start... She started during... She started Arbonne when she was doing We Will Rock You. That's when she started Arbonne. So, hold on. She took the role in October 2008 and remained until... So she joined Arbonne in 2008-ish, okay? So she did not get on the internet until 2008? How old? So she was 47 in 2008? She was 47. She hadn't got on the internet until she was 47 years old? What? What is happening? What is happening? Sorry. Why is this making my brain stop? I don't understand. What? Hi, Elise. Hope you had a great time. Yeah, Wendy's like, I'm going with 2008. Oh my God.
To literally start my life over from scratch. In the month of my 4-year anniversary with Arbonne, I promoted my 4th direct national vice president. Now you know what's possible. So you need to figure out a way to make Arbonne work for you. You don't need me. You don't need Caroline McFarland, wherever she is backstage. You don't need Ian or Gordon or any of the other amazing
Caroline
leaders that
McFarland.
are blazing the trail for you. You now need to be them. And to do that, all you need is courage.
Love.
You need the courage to say yes, the courage to be a true risk
Sky
taker.
Sky
To me,
Nation.
a true risk taker isn't somebody who puts themselves in harm's way. It's not a skydiver. It's not a bungee jumper. It's somebody who simply says yes when it would have been easier to say no. Give yourself permission every single day to say yes. Give yourself permission every single day to be fearless. You are capable of so much more than you think you are. We are all born with a potential to achieve greatness. Every single one of us, every single one of you sat here today is born with a potential for greatness. You are either walking toward your greatness every single day, or you are walking away from it.
She should still be in Arbonne. She may be retired. I think you're allowed to retire in Arbonne. I think she blocked me. How did I get blocked already? She still has an account. I don't know how I got blocked already, unless I don't think I preempt. She just did an interview last year. Oh, Amy Sky. Yeah, she's still in Arbonne. Oh, I want to download this. Okay, I'll have to download this later. Dang.
From it. And how dare you? How dare you? Walk toward your greatness every day. This is a multi-million-dollar business opportunity in a billion-dollar industry. You will change the lives of thousands of people that you will never even meet. How dare you not walk toward your greatness? How dare you not share this opportunity with others? You can do this. There is strength in you that you haven't even met yet, and it will take you anywhere that you are willing to go, but it is up to you and you alone. Have the courage every day to surprise yourself with what you are capable of. Astound yourself every day with your own abilities, and go get this.
Well, you're a delight.
Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome.
What a delight. We did it. We did it. Dora? Enter stage. I don't know. We did it. Enter stage. We did it. She does look good. I just saw a video of her from last year. She looks, I mean, however you age, delightful. I'd be surprised. I mean, this is how she looks from last year. Because I'm nosy as hell. Can I, oh God. Also, if you have not designated a folder on your desktop for your screenshots to automatically be put in there when you take a screenshot, you're missing out. This is her from last year. At a home party. That's our cult leader in chief, Camilla. Holy moly. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all, y'all who have donated the acorns to the cult excursion to the mothership of Las Vegas. You know, wearing the headphones. Members, we're doing the test of the spy gear tomorrow. I'm gonna get some sleep. Don't join a cult between now and tomorrow morning, please. We will be sneaking into another Zoom call tomorrow. Please remind me to have my inside voice tomorrow night, because the ASMR of the cursey words is all we're allowed to do, out of respect for my mother and my mother's guest. Maybe louder cursey words are allowed during the spy gear test for members. What else do I say? Lots of Arbonne reps to peruse as I have them displayed in my 1,000 tabs I have open. So that's our former national vice president, still out here slinging fizz packets. Oh, have so much fun, Brandy Lee. Let us know how the day is for y'all. Get some sleep. Don't forget to take your meds. Hydrate. Don't forget to eat. It's good for your mental and physical health. And pet your floofs. It takes a second for you to let them out when you get home or in the middle of a live stream. Courtney. Oh my God. You know what? Like, I keep thinking about it. We're just going to have to do a live stream to that last part of that video, because I still cannot stop thinking about it. If you don't know, we'll just have to do it. We'll just have to do it on Thursday or Friday, because, like, I cannot. All right. Snuggle your floofs. Snuggle all things comforting, and I'll see you next time. All right. Melaleuca is a multi-level marketing company, in my opinion. All right. Good night. Bye.